There's a guy on YouTube. Right now, he's got a thumbnail with a Lamborghini and a laptop. He's telling you that AI will build your dropshipping store, write your product descriptions, design your logo, edit your ads, and make you $10,000 a month while you sleep. He is not wrong about the first part. He is lying about the second part. And it is going to cost you real, actual money to learn that lesson the hard way. My name is Uncle William. I don't sell courses. I don't have a Shopify affiliate link. This channel exists for one reason only, to show you the math that the gurus are praying you never see. Today, I'm going to show you the brutal math behind AI dropshipping. The numbers that get cut from every thumbnail, the scenarios that don't make it into the highlight reel. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why beginners lose their first $500 to $1,000 on ad spend before they even understand what happened to them. And I'm going to give you a 3-step plan for what to do instead. Let's get into it. First, let me be precise. Because Uncle William does not do vague criticism, I want to be exact about where the lie actually is. Recently, a creator named Mark Tilbury, a legitimate, credible personal finance YouTuber, he decided to actually go and try AI dropshipping for 1 week. Himself. No faking it. And his honest conclusion confirmed what every honest person in this industry already knew. AI is genuinely impressive at the easy stuff. He used AI to build a complete Shopify store in a fraction of the time it used to take. The AI wrote product descriptions, generated a professional logo, even produced a promotional video for his ads. I am not disputing that. That part is real. AI has brought the technical barrier to entry down to almost zero. And I want you to hold that thought because that is exactly where the trap is hidden. The gurus know this. They film themselves, they open their laptop, they click buttons, they watch a full, complete Shopify store get built in 20 minutes. And they say, look how easy it is now. Anyone can do this. AI changed the game. And they are right. Setting up the store is easy. It has never been easier. But here is the question they never, ever ask on camera. After you build that store, who is going to visit it? Think about this carefully. You just built a Shopify store, it's sitting on the internet, it's beautiful. The AI wrote flawless product descriptions. The logo looks like you paid a designer $500 for it. The checkout process is clean. Now what? Does Google magically send you customers? No. Does Facebook send a notification to potential buyers that your store exists? No. Does TikTok push your products into the feeds of people who want to buy them? Not for free? It absolutely does not. Your store is a shop on a street that no one knows exists. In a city that has never been built? That is the reality of where you are. The moment you finish your AI setup. And here is the brutal part. AI cannot fix that problem for you. AI can build the store. AI cannot put customers inside it. So, how do you get customers? There are two paths. Path 1, organic traffic. You create a TikTok account, you film videos about your product every single day, you build a following. Eventually, some of those followers visit your store and buy. This path is free in terms of money. It is not free in terms of time. You are posting daily, you are studying what content works, you are effectively running a content creation business on top of a retail business. Path 2, paid advertising. You run Facebook ads, TikTok ads, Google Shopping ads. You pay money to force people to see your store immediately. The gurus love to talk about paid ads because it sounds like a shortcut. Spend money, get visitors immediately. But what they skip over, what gets conveniently left out of every course, every tutorial, every motivational thumbnail is the mathematics of paid traffic. And that math is what I want to spend real time on today, because this is the exact mechanism by which beginners hand their money to Facebook and get almost nothing back. I'm going to walk you through two scenarios: a losing product, which is what the overwhelming majority of beginners experience, and then I'm going to walk you through a winning product. And even that scenario is going to make you think twice. Numbers out. Pay attention. Scenario 1: the average beginner. You browse AliExpress. You find a product that looks hot: a portable phone stand, lightweight, good photos, looks like something people would impulse buy. It costs you $8 to source, including shipping to your customer. You set your Shopify price at $29.99, $22 gross profit per sale. That looks decent. That's a 73% margin. So, you build the store, you load the product, and now you count your fixed costs. Shopify basic plan, $32 per month. Apps: you need a product review app for social proof, an email capture app, and at least one upsell app to improve your average order value. Conservatively, $40 to $60 per month. Domain name, $15 per year, which is roughly $1.25 per month. You have not spent 1 cent on ads yet, and you already owe $93 just to keep the lights on. That means your first 4 sales do not make you money. They pay your overhead. Sale number 5 is your first dollar of real profit. Now, Facebook ads. Facebook charges you per click, meaning per person who actually clicks your ad and visits your store. For a brand new e commerce store, the industry average cost per click sits somewhere between $1 and $3. Let's use a realistic middle: $1.50 per click. Now, conversion rate. How many of those visitors actually buy something? A brand new store, no customer reviews, no brand recognition, no social proof. People have never heard of you. Your conversion rate is going to be somewhere between 0.5% and 1%. That means for every 100 people who visit your store, one person maybe makes a purchase. 100 visitors at $1.50 per click. That is $150 in ad spend. Expected sales from 100 visitors at 1% conversion, one sale. Revenue from that one sale, $29.99. Subtract the cost of goods, your $8 product, gross profit is $22. Subtract your $150 in ad spend. You spent $150 in ads to generate one sale that made you $22. You're down $128, and you still owe your monthly overhead on top of that. And here is the cruel part: the beginner who doesn't know this math yet, they see the Shopify notification. You made a sale! They feel the dopamine hit. They made money. Except they did not make money. They lost $128 while their dashboard told them they were succeeding. This is the trap in its most precise form. The store is making sales. The number looks real. The math is drowning. Scenario 2. Best case. You find a winner. You test products. You spend money on multiple failed tests. I'll get to what that costs in a moment. But eventually, you find a product that resonates. Your cost per purchase, meaning what you pay in ads to generate one confirmed sale, drops to $15. That is a genuinely good outcome. Most experienced dropshippers would take that number. Your product costs $12 to source. You sell it for $45. Gross profit $33. Minus your $15 cost per purchase, Real profit per sale is $18. That is a viable business. So you scale. You increase your daily ad spend to $500 per day. $500 divided by $15 per sale equals 33 sales per day. 33 sales times $18 real profit equals $594 profit per day. Over 30 days, that is approximately $17,820. That number is real. That can happen. I am not calling it fiction. But here is everything. The course seller cuts from their highlight reel. Point 1. Finding that winning product cost you money. You tested 7 other products before it. Each product test requires at minimum $100 to $200 in ad spend before you have enough data to know whether it works. That is $700 to $1,400 in losses before your first win. Point 2. Winning products have a lifespan. The moment a product starts showing strong conversion data, competitor dropshippers spot it. They copy the exact product, the exact ads, and they undercut your price. Within 4 to 8 weeks, your market is saturated. Your $15 cost per purchase creeps up to $25, then $40. Your profitable product is now a losing one. Point 3. Customer service is a real job. Shipping from AliExpress takes 10 to 25 days. Your customers will message you, they will dispute charges, they will file chargebacks with their bank. Budget 10% of your total revenue for returns, disputes, and chargebacks. Point 4. Spending $500 per day requires $500 per day sitting in your bank account and flowing out every morning. AI does not give you that capital. You need to already have it. The realistic picture of your winning product's 6-week window after testing losses, returns, chargebacks, overhead, and taxes, you might walk away with $8,000 to $12,000. That is real money. It is not nothing, but it is also the result of daily monitoring, constant ad adjustment, and then starting the entire testing cycle over again from scratch to find the next product. That is not passive income. That is a full-time business with a high failure rate and a steep learning curve. Now let me explain why intelligent, capable people still fall for this pitch. Because this is not a stupidity problem. This is a neuroscience problem. The AI dropshipping pitch is engineered, deliberately engineered, to exploit a specific feature of how the human brain processes reward and effort. Normally, we assign value to things in proportion to the effort we put in. We call this effort justification. Work harder, value the reward more. It is a deeply wired psychological response. The gurus have found a way to short circuit that response. They are presenting a scenario where the effort is eliminated. AI does it all, but the reward stays the same or even increases. Your brain hears that and responds the same way it responds to a lottery advertisement, the same way it responds to a slot machine, the same way it responds to every get-rich-quick scheme across the entire history of commerce. It is the promise of disproportionate reward for minimal input, and your brain is biologically built to find that attractive. This is not a character flaw. It is not greed. It is evolution. Your brain is scanning for the most efficient path to resources. Finding a shortcut is not stupidity. It is instinct. But here is the financial truth, that your instincts are not wired to process. Money flows toward value, and value requires time, skill, or capital, usually some combination of all three. AI dropshipping is not a loophole in that equation. It is a shortcut to the starting line. And then the actual race begins. And in that race, you are competing against experienced digital marketers with bigger budgets, more data, more product testing history, and faster decision making than you. The gurus are not lying about what AI can do. They are lying about what comes after the setup. They show you the starting line every time on every thumbnail. They never show you the race course. And every single week, new beginners line up at that starting line with their $500, convinced that this time with AI it is different. The gurus collect their course revenue and their Shopify affiliate commissions, and the cycle starts over. Let me give you the actual industry numbers, not my opinion, not pessimism. The failure rate in dropshipping across studies, surveys, and industry reports sits around 80 to 90%, meaning 8 or 9 out of every 10 people who seriously attempt it do not generate a consistent profit. Of those who do profit, many are profitable for a single product cycle before pivoting and starting the testing process over. Consistent, scalable, growing dropshipping income is a full time operation. It is run by people who treat it like a real business with real accountability, real capital allocation, and real marketing expertise. The people who succeed at dropshipping are not using AI as a magic button. They understand marketing fundamentals. They read ad data every morning like it is a newspaper. They know their cost per acquisition, their lifetime customer value, and their break even return on ad spend cold. AI did not give them that. Experience gave them that. Failed tests gave them that. Money lost and lessons learned gave them that. If you walk into AI dropshipping without that foundation, AI does not make you competitive. It just helps you fail faster and more efficiently. I am not ending this video on a warning. Warnings without alternatives are useless. Here is a concrete 3-step roadmap for what to do if you are considering AI dropshipping. Step 1. Learn one specific monetizable skill, not broadly, deeply, not learn marketing, that is too wide. Pick one lane: Facebook and Instagram ads management, copywriting for e commerce, search engine optimization for small businesses, video editing for YouTube creators, email marketing automation. One skill. 90 days of genuine focused learning. Free resources exist for all of these: YouTube tutorials, official platform documentation, free courses. After 90 days, go offer that skill to 3 small local businesses or online creators for free or at a deep discount. You are not working for free because you lack confidence. You are building case studies, documented proof that your skill produces a real result for a real client. That is how you build income that does not disappear when your winning product gets copied. The skill compounds. Every client makes you sharper. Every case study makes the next client easier to close. And unlike a dropshipping product, your skill cannot be stolen and undercut overnight. Step 2. Before you touch any business model, dropshipping, freelancing, content creation, anything, do the math first. Every time, no exceptions. Get a notebook. Before you spend money, answer these 4 questions in writing. What is my cost to acquire one customer? What is my profit per customer after all costs? How many customers do I need per month to break even? At my realistic timeline, when am I profitable? If you cannot answer all 4 of those questions before you spend money, you are not ready to spend money. The gurus skip this step on purpose. Because if you run this math before you sign up for their course, you will not sign up for their course. Know your numbers before you move. That is not pessimism. That is the foundation of every successful business that has ever existed. Step 3. Take the $500 you were about to spend testing a dropshipping product on Facebook ads. Put it into a high yield savings account or a low cost index fund right now before the impulse fades. $500 in an index fund at the historical average annual return of approximately 10%, compounded over 20 years, becomes roughly $3,360. Now I know what you are thinking. Uncle William, $3,000 in 20 years is not exactly life-changing. You are right. On its own, it is not. But that is not the point of this step. The point is that while that $500 is compounding quietly in the background, you spent 90 days building a marketable skill instead of losing $500 on Facebook ad tests. By month 6, you have 3 client case studies. By month 9, you are charging a real rate. By month 12, you could be generating $1,500 to $2,000 per month in service income consistently without needing to find a new winning product every 6 weeks. Then you take a portion of that service income, add it to your investment account, and the compounding snowball gets bigger. That is the actual mechanism of how personal wealth is built, not through an AI magic button, not through a Shopify store that no one knows exists, through skill, time, and the boring, reliable power of compound effort. If this video showed you something you didn't see before, do me one thing. Share it with one person who has been watching those AI dropshipping videos. Not to embarrass them, not to prove them wrong, to protect them, because $500 lost on Facebook ads testing a product that was never going to work is $500 that could have started a real financial journey. I'm Uncle William. No courses, no affiliate links, no Lamborghinis, just the math that the gurus hope you never learn. Subscribe if that's what you're here for, and I'll see you in the next one.